House of the Dragon Season 2 finished airing almost 2 years ago and it had an interesting reaction. With the third season premiering in under a week, we'll find out how this reaction has affected the success of the show. But before that, I thought I'd revisit the second season and figure out on rewatch if it has aged well. I won't be breaking down each episode one by one, mostly because I'm recording this days before the show returns, but we'll refer to certain episodes when it comes to specific critiques or praises, as these are long episodes. But with that, let's move on to, has House of the Dragon Season 2 aged well?
Fly with me. It is a command.
Would that you were the king.
One of the few parts of the show I think everyone can agree on is the technical side of things are some of the best on TV right now. When I started this rewatch, I spent the whole first episode floored at the money on screen constantly. We live in an era where people are trying to make TV shows film quality, but this has resulted in just constant universe-ending threats. Whereas at its core, House of Dragon is still a personal story. This is a story about war, there's no doubt about that, but something I've hated about these over-budget shows is not only is there plot contrivances for spectacle to turn your brain off, but there's a lack of care in the character writing. Instead of falling into the trap of this, House of Dragon puts its entire resources into a well-made production. The money is everywhere on screen, even looking better than a lot of films, but they still have managed to keep this on a lower budget than a lot of Disney Plus shows and Stranger Things. I mean, how did that cost reportedly up to $480 million? The costumes, the hair and makeup, the sets, the locations, the VFX, the lighting outside of the cursed HBO night lighting, and an actual craft in the framing of the shots, it's all there. When this was released this summer 2024, I watched all the episodes on my phone, especially the finale because I was on holiday, and this was a massive mistake. Even the bare basics of the drone footage of these brilliant locations left me in awe, and I'm glad productions have taken advantage of these landscapes, in Wales especially, because there's incredible potential here. Even the VFX heavy shots outside of the awkward green screen in that one shot in the finale, they're seamless. I love the shot of Rhaenyra dismounting her dragon in the premiere, as it adds to the immersion of creating the feeling of the dragons being a part of this world. They focus on the environmental impact of the dragons. They make sure you see the marks in the sand in multiple instances, as is a basic part of visual world building, and I'm hoping the show continues to do this, as season 3 is going to be VFX heavy. Another thing that is mostly universally agreed as a positive of the show is the acting from everyone. Everyone is delivering a great performance, but Emma Darcy is the person that is holding this whole thing together, and they're phenomenal. Early in the season, they balanced the grieving mother and the rightful queen brilliantly, which honestly is the glue of the premiere until Blood and Cheese. It's an episode trying to place everyone in the right place, so in between having this through line of Rhaenyra's grief manages to keep the momentum throughout. I'll get onto the writing soon, but no matter what you think of that, it's a factual thing that Darcy is the most consistently good thing about the show, and I honestly think it would be worse off without them. With the universally agreed positives out of the way, I want to get right down to the bone with the season structure because it's complicated. I'm a big fan of episodes 1 to 4. There's a brewing tension with Luke's death, Blood and Cheese, Rhaenyra being dubbed Rhaenyra the Cruel, Eric versus Eric, Aemond growing angry with his brother, Harrenhal works a lot in the first half of the season, Alicent choosing to commit to her misunderstanding, and the Battle of Rook's Rest. It all builds to this massive release. The pacing between these 4 episodes are great, however the second half of the season becomes uneven in pacing, and even Battle of the Gullet and Fall of King's Landing being episodes 9 and 10, like they originally were planned, wouldn't have changed this. Regent especially is an episode that I like, but has a clear air to it where I personally think it could have been confined with small folk, an episode I enjoy more. There's a through line of Regent beginning with the small folk in King's Landing being upset at the bad omen of the dragon being paraded in the city while they starve, and in small folk the episode has these people in King's Landing riot against the Greens. This opinion of mine is a big reason I want to read Fire and Blood finally, because I want to see if it's possible with cutting down and rearranging certain things, especially the Harrenhal of it all. Harrenhal drags on. I appreciate what it's doing for Daemon's character, and I know in the book he's there for months, but if they were going to change anything to do with the source material, I wish it was this arc, being even 1 episode shorter. It's hard to explain because I'm interested in a lot what's going on here, but in that specific middle chunk of the season where there's a pacing problem, his dreams feel even more dragged on. Another thing with the pacing that I can't quite pinpoint is that a lot of the second half of the season has a similar problem, where I find the second half of the episode a lot more interesting than the first, which isn't a problem in that first 4 episodes. It's something I can't pinpoint, but it's the feeling I would realise in some of these episodes, and I hope season 3 doesn't have this. A final point in the writing I have to talk about is the finale title. Queen Whoever Was is incredibly stupid, and I don't even know if it's grammatically correct. It's even funnier when watching the episode and there's loads better titles, but this somehow made it to airing. After this rewatch, I think season 2 has aged well. It's an uneven season, and I don't think the lows are as low as people say, but I also think the highs aren't as high as people believe either. If I was to rank the episodes right now, it would go number 8, Regent, number 7, The Queen Whoever Was, number 6, Small Folk, number 5, The Burning Mill, number 4, A Son for a Son, number 3, The Red Stubbin, number 2, Rhaenyra the Cruel, number 1, The Red Dragon and the Gold. Overall, I think it's a good season, but the cracks forming needs to be addressed because, like most TV shows, even the smallest of problems can become massive before you realise. I have a lot of hope for season 3. I'm glad we're finally witnessing the quote-unquote true season 2 finale. I haven't watched A Night of the Seven Kingdoms yet, but I have read them novellas, so it's going to be weird watching a Game of Thrones show soon as someone who knows the characters properly. I hope to make a season 3 review after the finale in August, and might even do a Night of the Seven Kingdoms review when I finally watch it. If you have any thoughts on season 2 of House of Dragon, or any thoughts on season 3 before release, let me know, and thank you for watching.